we're going to do a practice quiz, a verbal quiz. I'm going to call out a problem. No, this is just for a practice, but tomorrow will be for a grade. So this is practicing so that you won't be completely surprised tomorrow at how this works. So I'm going to call out a problem. I would suggest you write it all down and then start working it. And I'm going to give 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, I'm going to call out the next one. So you've got to be able to locate the quadrant, the sides, get it going, because it's all verbal. This is to prevent you from drawing out the whole entire unit circle, is what we're trying to go for here.
Is tomorrow a verbal quiz?
Yes, tomorrow is a verbal quiz. So that's how we're practicing a verbal quiz now. All right. So question number 1. So you could draw a quick quadrant, but you can't draw the whole thing. All right. Question 1 is cosine of pi over 3. Cosine of pi over 3. You're trying to find the cosine of pi over 3. Oh, 30 seconds wasn't enough. We'll keep going. Or maybe it was. A couple more seconds. Problem 2. Sine of negative 5 pi over 6. Sine of negative 5 pi over 6. Ten more seconds. Tangent of 135 degrees. Tangent of 135 degrees. And lastly, cosine of pi. Cosine of pi. All right, stop. All right, now we're just going to go over these, but that's how it'll go tomorrow, except there's like 8 or 10 of them. So cosine of pi over 3. Pi over 3 is the steep angle. Cosine is the x-coordinate. So that would be 1/2. By the way, tomorrow after you finish, you'll turn them in and I'll grade them. But for now, just to check yourself, 1/2. Sine of negative pi over 6. Maybe you know where negative 5 pi over 6 is. which would save you a little bit of time if you could go backwards to get there. If not, you add 2 pi and get 7 pi over 6. So that's a little bigger than 1, but it's the shallow angle. And sine means I want the y-coordinate. So that would be this one. That would be negative 1/2. Tangent of 135. So 135 is bigger than 90, less than 180. In fact, it's right in the middle. So that means both of those sides are the same. Root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. Although the x one is backwards, it's negative. Tangent is y over x. Is that what you're about to ask? Cosine is x, sine is y, tangent is y over x. Hopefully you get to the point where you don't even need to write that down, because you look and say, wait a minute, root 2 over 2 divided by negative root 2 over 2. I hope you didn't have to write out, keep it, change it, flip it. What's that equal to? Negative 1, because something divided by itself is 1, and then don't forget the negative. And then lastly, cosine of pi. Sometimes these mess people up because they're not really triangles, but pi is over here. Cosine is the x-coordinate. Coordinates at that point are negative 1, 0. So the cosine of pi is negative 1. And I did all of those in about the same amount of time it took me to do them. So how many of you got 3 of the 4 right or better? Good. The rest of you keep practicing, keep going, because that's what tomorrow will be like, 8 or 10 of those. And once you write them down, you may have time to go back, but obviously you're not going to have much time to go back. All right, today's assignment is worksheet 3. It's just more practice of the same stuff. And by the way, worksheet 4 is more practice of the same stuff. So we're not really doing anything new this week. It's just practicing and getting quicker to where we can answer these relatively quickly. Tomorrow we'll do a quiz. Thursday we'll do a Kahoot quiz. And then Friday we'll take the test.